Hey guys, it's Psycho Horror here, and welcome to an episode of Career Mode. I'm building my PC, I'm taking a break, and I'm making this, and look at this, Kelvin is coming for 3 million future fee set and on loan for this season, and I think that is a fantastic deal. Getting a player of the quality of Kelvin first on loan to see how good he is, and then we can decide whether or not we want to buy him for 3 million at the end of the season is absolutely fantastic. Um, we lose Almeria there in a preseason game. That is not too horrible. And I kind of want to talk about my PC. I had a problem. I made it work yesterday. First PC I'm ever building. It all worked yesterday. Then all I had to do was install the operating system. But I came to the realization that my hard drive did not have a SATA cable connected to the PSU. So basically, and the SATA power cable I have connected to my optical drive, which works, isn't long enough to reach my hard drive, even though there's two of them there. If that doesn't make sense, follow me on Twitter and tweet me there, or leave me a PM if you guys want to help me out. I would really appreciate that because I am in a little bit of a sticky situation. Either way, we get a transfer offer for Anders Lindegaard, who I'll be happy to be letting go because with Ben Amos as our backup keeper, he is not bad at all, and Lindegaard is getting old, and we have De Gea. So, unless De Gea gets injured, I'll never be using Lindegaard. And they offer 4.8 million, and I say, sure, no problem, you can have him. And just, that's a little bit of extra cash for us in the piggy bank. Cha-ching! Little bit of cheese. Yeah, I was going on about cheese last episode. I don't know what I was doing, but in other words, we are in our first competitive game. If you can call the Community Shield competitive. I don't know if you can. You probably can't, but I don't care. It's the Community Shield, yeah. And we're playing Wigan. That's kind of anticlimactic. Whatever. We're playing Wigan, and we're going to be looking to win. Win. And I was kind of excited. I was like, yeah, first competitive game. Let's go, boys. And I'm looking if I want to make any changes to my side, and I decide that I do not. And we're going to jump straight away here, obviously playing at Wembley Stadium, which is a great stadium to play at in FIFA. So I really enjoy playing there, and it's a great atmosphere and all of this. So even in FIFA, it does look fantastic. And in FIFA 14, I kind of want to talk about that. There's these little things that make this game better than it used to be, and those things are very small. And one of them would be kind of the way that the handshakes are made, and I don't know why, it just seems better. Uh, it might not be. Maybe you guys don't see this, but there are these little things that, like, you guys will actually see later on in this game where we play none other than Chelsea in the league. Something that I would find really, really interesting. But I'm going to come back to that, and let's talk a little bit about the gameplay here. I absolutely demolish one of the Wigan attackers here with, I think that's Raphael, who demolishes him, just runs straight into him. And, he just tackles him, and obviously that's a penalty. And Grant Holt is a great penalty taker, even though I kind of hate him. And De Gea gets his fingers onto that, and kind of the ball flows in under him. So that was a little bit disappointing, but, what can I say? As in the 65th minute, a huge defensive error from the Wigan defense, and Robin Van Persie is there to pounce on that like a common prosecutor and put it into the back of the net to make it 1-1, which was very, very important because we do not want to be losing to a team like Wigan. And I have to tell you, all through this game, I felt very on top of things. And we're going to make some substitutions here. We're going to bring on Fellaini for Carrick. We're going to bring on Zaha for Valencia. And we're going to bring on Welbeck for Robin Van Persie. And however, those changes do not make any effect as we end up going into penalties with no extra time, which I thought was interesting. And these are just fast forwarded. Grant Holt scores. Vidal steps up, number 7. He scores. Very cool penalty taker. He has a great penalty, so happy to have him on my side. And I just managed to save that with De Gea as Kagawa steps up, and cheeky little bugger there chips it in. And keeper didn't know what he was doing. Watson, he hits the post. Things are looking very, very good for me as I'm winning 3-1 now after a fabulous Nani penalty. They have to score this. Will they score? They've only scored one so far. No, De Gea goes the right way. He somehow doesn't reach it. However, if Danny Welbeck, the Mancunian boy, scores, we win, and so he does. And look at my players celebrating. It's only the community shield, so you should calm your tits. But it doesn't matter. It was a great win anyway, and Danny Welbeck, our homegrown lad, sealing the win there. So that's great. But now, the Premier League. It has started, my friends, and this is we're playing against Swansea away, like realistic fixtures in the real world, and this is what I want to talk about. These realistic things. This type of mistake would never have happened in FIFA 12, FIFA 13. My bad. You know, the kind of way that he kind of just runs into someone, and that causes a foul, and kind of fighting for the ball in the air, and that causes a foul. That is very realistic, and that hasn't happened in FIFA's before, so I was happy with that. However, that was an extremely boring game, and it ends up finishing 0-0 after 90 minutes, but it's 1 point for my first league game, so I cannot complain too much as PSG come knocking on the door for David De Gea. 14 million, are you fucking kidding me? 40 million, and you can have him. And obviously they're not going to accept that, which they don't. But I don't really care because De Gea is amazing and I want to keep him. But now we're into a game against Chelsea. A huge game, our second league fixture. And things are looking very exciting. Straight off the bat here, they launch a good attack. However, I managed to block it, and Kelvin, who I had starting, has a great run around the 40th minute mark, and Nani is there to pick up the scraps. And look at those two Portuguese friends celebrating. I realize Kelvin is Brazilian, but they speak Portuguese, so they're probably friends. And just look at that. Look at that run from Kelvin there. Little Ronaldo chop inside. Great strike. I think they were playing Schwartz in goal for some reason, which was very odd. But Nani's there to pounce. And again, Kelvin is showing what a great player he is as he's being pulled back. He still doesn't go to ground. Again, he's being pulled back until finally the referee calls a free kick. And gives a very deserved yellow card to Ashley Cole, the fucking cunt. I hate him so much in real life. And look at that, blocking the run of Kelvin in this game as well, as the ball falls to Raphael, and he's going to have a little bit of a cheeky volley there, but Schwartz is going to pick up that no problem. They've come very close there with Willie in there. Eto crossing it into Willie. However, we managed to retain... Oh, what am I saying? Retain. We managed to beat Chelsea 1-0 at home, and that's a very good result. Very pleased with that. And you know, after a result with that like that, confidence is very high. 4 points out of 2 games is not too shabby at all, especially considering we played Swansea away in Chelsea. Maybe the results went back upside down, but I don't care. But that's going to be it for this episode, guys. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. If you have, please drop a like. That really helped. If you haven't seen episode 1, go check it out because you should, and it's awesome because it's Manchester United career mode. Also, if you're new to the channel, subscribe for career mode and race to Division 1, which will be coming up. If you haven't, there's a first episode somewhere on the web app, but the real first episode is coming up soon. And it's been Zach Horror here. I'm signing out, and I will see you on my next episode.